Going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today, Australia, Scott Boland is my hero and England's dad. We retain the Ashes 3-0. We got a 3-0 lead in the series. We win the third test by an innings and 14 goddamn runs. England are hopeless. They're trash. They're just embarrassing. And to be honest, they would have been better off sending over their England Lions team to play us in an Ashes series, to be dead honest. Nothing short of hopeless is what I would use for England. You know, they made 4 changes going into this test match, expecting that it was going to magically turn around the series and then they were going to somehow win a test match or at least find a way not to lose. As there's this fly fucking buzzing around, piss off. So let's just get straight into it. This is my first video after Christmas, so firstly, Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you had a great, little break in Christmas. And I said, I did say in my Discord, if you are in there, I said, look, I'm going to take this week off. I'm just going to, enjoy a break before we get into the new year and then go big and better in 2022. But I said, you know what? I want to talk about the Ashes, and I will also probably make a video on the South Africa versus India game as well. So, but hey, let's jump straight into it. We're not going to go through each day's play and assess. We're just going to go through the basics here, the summary, essentially, and just talk about some good things, some bad things, and really just Australia. Straight into player of the match, Scotty B. Boland, 1 for 48, a vital 6 runs late in the innings, and 6 for 7. 6 for 7 off 4 goddamn overs. I mean, what the fuck did we witness? For years, for hundreds and thousands, well, hopefully cricket's played in 1,000 years, but for just decades to come, people are going to be talking about that 2021 Ashes series at the MCG where Australia had to retain the earn to go 3-0 up, and Scott Boland took 6 for 7 off 4 overs. This isn't a T20 match. You're not playing for the Hobart Hurricanes anymore, Scotty. But he left everything out there. He's clearly such a humble bloke and doesn't like to, be in front of the media or the cameras, and just likes to go about his business and take polls for fun and embarrass Pommy. But what a spell. What a man. Incredible, well-deserved player of the match. We'll just go through here. Joe Root, look, I feel bad for Joe. I honestly feel so bad for Alan DeGeneres. 50 off 82 in the first innings, and then top scored with 28 in the second innings. It just shows how shit England are. But, we'll give a little clap there to Joe Root. He is now in the top 5 of the most calendar year runs. So, credit to him. It's an incredible effort, however you look at it. He's had a really, really fine year. Had a great series against India. Has been decent in the Ashes. At the start of the year, when they played, was it New Zealand or Sri Lanka? I can't remember, but he made a ton of runs there. He's had an outstanding year. So, we might not like England, but we like Joe Root here. We actually like Joe Root. He's a good guy, a great batsman. He may not be an amazing captain, but we won't take that away from him. We'll let him have it today. Johnny Bairstow. I don't talk about Johnny Bairstow. The bowlers, Pat Cummins, 3 for 36 in his first test back. Nathan Lyon for 3 for 36. I'll spit the words out. Bowled him out for 185. Pathetic. Marcus Harris, 76 of 189 deliveries. There was plenty of plays and misses. There was a few edges here and there. But other than that, I think he looked quite solid. And he keeps his spot for the 4th test. 76 runs is great. It's top score. It's the best score of the entire match. So, obviously, he keeps his spot for the next test match. And just super happy for him to get some runs on the goddamn board. And, that MCG pitch is the trickiest it's been in a long, long time. Plenty of grass. Plenty of bounce. There was a lot there for the bowlers. So, credit to Harris. He was getting absolutely rimmed by Jimmy Anderson, who was bowling great. One of the only positives for England. Jimmy Anderson, 4 for 33. David Warner, 38 runs, whatever. That's cool. And then in the second innings, They went back out to bat last night. They went into the night's end 4 wickets down after Scott Boland took 2, Stark took 2. And then we thought, Joe Root, he came out with Ben Stokes. They looked promising. They looked like, we're here. We're going to do something special. We're going to give Australia, at least 150 to 200 runs. They're going to have to chase it in these last couple days. And then, 4 balls later, out you go, Joe. Out you go, Ben. Out you go, the rest of England. Scott Boland just terrorised them. I honestly just feel bad for England. Like, if this was Australia in this position, in England conditions, I would be crying. I'd be seriously on the verge of asking for, what's the word? I'm trying to find the word. Where you leave your country, or migrate. I would migrate to another country. I'd head to Nepal. They just signed Sandeep Lamashane as their new captain. I'll head to Nepal and support them, for God's sake. But, hey, England, think about it. Just embarrassing. And let's talk about embarrassing just again. Haseeb Hameed, out you get. I was giving you some promising words after the first couple tests. I said, look, low scores, but he's the best opener they've got. No, they don't. They could find local bloody English Larry from the crowd, and he would have given the better effort. Zach Crawley, he came in. He hit 12 runs, and we thought, 12 runs is probably better than Burns and Hameed. So he might keep his position. Who the goddamn hell knows? And then in the second innings, he went out for a 5. So what are they going to do? I mean, they've got players like Saqib Mahmood, who is playing for the Sydney Thunder in the Big Bash right now. Get him in. Get him into bowl. They've got, that Ben Folkes guy. I don't even think he's a part of the squad, but he should be here batting. They might as well open with Joe Root. They might as well push. What I would do if I'm England in the 4th test, forget playing it like a test match because it's not going to work for you. You put I'd put Bairstow and Butler to open. I'd have Crawley at 3, Haseeb at 4. No, Haseeb maybe at 5. You just got to rejig. You leave Root at 4, but you need a new opening pair, and you just tell Butler and Bairstow, play a few overs, get used to it, and then just try your best to have a smack, put some runs on the board, play it like it's a one-day innings. They need to try something new, England, because they are just genuinely horrible. They've got, Jack Leach is arguably the worst spinner in the world at the moment. He's genuinely bowls pies. That's all I've got to say for England. I've done mostly a lot of talking about England in this video, but it just has to be said. They are putrid. And exactly, what is there more to say about the Aussies? We've dominated, except for maybe dropping 1 or 2 catches. We've looked pretty much perfect. And the fact that Steve Smith has made piss all runs this whole series. He's made barely any runs, and we've still crushed them. Travis Head had that one big score. Labuschagne's been scoring well. Harris hasn't put on a lot of runs. Warner's had a few 90s. There's just really nothing you can fault here from us, from the Aussies. And player of the match, Scott Boland. Will he play the next test? Look, you want to say yes, right? I mean, he just took 7 wickets in a match. You'd think he plays, but he's an MCG. That's where he plays his best work. If we do go to Sydney, if that's the plan and it works out like that, then I think you play him. Maybe you rest Mitchell Stark with that back complaint. You bring in Hazelwood for Stark, and you've got Boland, Cummins, Hazelwood, Green. Doesn't really matter. We've won the Ashes. They won't win a test match. We'll probably win 5-0, and that's as easy as you like here for the Aussies. But hey, Australia retain the Ashes. Class. Easy stuff in the end of the day. I know a lot of neutral supporters would have loved it to be more competitive. But as an Aussie, I'm just sitting here just licking my lips. Just enjoying every goddamn second of it. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.